Happy Friday, Bears. Welcome to the first Kickin' episode of 2023.
Coming up, we look at snow day protocol, Christmas tree pickup, and connect with some leaders involved with UAHS athletics.
Madeline Miller, the author of The Song of Achilles and Circle, will be speaking in the Hastings Middle School auditorium on Sunday, March 5th at 2 p.m.
Tickets for this event are $25 and will go on sale Sunday, January 15th at 10 a.m. at ualibrary.org.
As we transition into third quarter, many students are anticipating snow days. We talked to Chris Potts to get more information on how a snow day is called. Many students are familiar with anxiously waiting for this call during the winter season. But what causes this call? Chris Potts gives insight into the snow day decision process.
So snow day decisions are really kind of a team approach. Ultimately, the superintendent makes the final decision, but in coordination with our transportation director, our operations director, and myself, we start very early on days where we have snow, probably 3 a.m., and start driving around town and looking at all the schools and talking to other school districts. Well, safety is the most important aspect when we're looking at snow days, and so we have to think about all the students that are driving to school. We think about our bus drivers that may not live in Upper Arlington and have to drive in to get the buses ready. All of our teachers that don't live here. So it used to be that you were allowed so many snow days a year, but the state actually changed that to hours, recording hours of a school year that you have to be in school. And so there's really no set number of days, but you just have to make sure at the end of a school year you've obtained the hours that are required. If you don't have enough hours for a school year, typically some school districts maybe add a day at a certain time. The online option, because that has become so prevalent with COVID, would probably be something we would look at.
This has been Claire Shuttler, Clara Hazelbaker,
And Elena Fernandez reporting for the WARL.
With snow falling this morning and winter weather returning this weekend, there's always hope for a snow day in the near future.
The Upper Arlington Cultural Arts Division is seeking applicants for bands, singer-songwriters, and youth performance groups for the 2023 UA Performance Series.
The deadline to apply is today. Selections will be made by the end of January. Scan this QR code to apply.
Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin is showing signs of improvement after going into cardiac arrest at a Monday night's NFL football game against the Bengals. He was able to communicate to doctors and family through writing yesterday. Hamlin continues to be treated at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center.
The NFL decided Thursday that the game will not be replayed since it will have no effect on either team's qualification for the postseason.
And now let's kick it to sports with Kate and Marin.
Hey Bears, girls basketball played 3 games over break and won all of them. Senior Sloan Brooks won player of the game with 21 points in a 50-48 win against Harvest Prep. They won 61-20 against Dublin Scioto and 49-45 against Hilliard Darby. They take on Dublin Coffman tonight at 6 p.m.
Boys basketball won 3 and lost 1 game over break. They won 46-31 against Centennial, 51-50 against Groveport Madison, 44-35 against Hilliard Bradley, and their one loss was to Taze Valley, 53-63.
In the Centennial game, senior Rocco Prati dropped a double-double with 13 points and 11 rebounds. The boys take on Dublin Coffman tonight at 7:30 p.m.
The Wrestling Bears competed on December 28th and 29th at the Medina Invitational. They wrestle in the Fairfield Invitational tonight and tomorrow.
The sports staff got to learn more about the backgrounds and takes on some of the people involved with athletics at UAHS.
With first semester coming to an end, we wanted to get to know the staff of our athletic department better. Where are you from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
I'm from Boardman, Ohio.
I am from Marietta, Ohio, or down around that area.
Mason, Ohio.
Northeast Ohio, just south of Youngstown, a little town called Beloit, Ohio.
And where did you go to college?
The Ohio State University.
I am a graduate of the University of Cincinnati, where I also participated in collegiate athletics by way of football program. I did my undergrad at Ohio State University, and I did my graduate work at Kent State University.
I went to college at Otterbein University for my bachelor's degree and then Ohio State for my master's degree.
So I started at Bowling Green, and then I graduated from Ohio State.
I went to Capital University.
Any New Year's resolutions?
I'd like to read more.
I would say my New Year's resolution would be to lose weight. I want to lose roughly 40 pounds. I'd like to stay in shape.
Just to be a kinder, happier, better person all around.
Hope to eat healthier.
Not yet. I'm definitely going to come up with 1 or 2, but I haven't decided on them yet.
Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Coke.
Neither.
Coke.
Coke.
Neither preferably, but we'll go with Pepsi.
Pecan or pecan?
Pecan.
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 Pecan, I think. Yes.
Pecan.
Netflix or Hulu?
Ooh, lately Hulu.
Just sports.
Netflix.
Netflix.
Hulu.
Hulu.
Morning or night?
Morning.
Night.
Night.
Morning.
Night.
Morning.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
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 Definitely dogs.
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 Summer or winter?
Winter.
Summer.
Winter.
I like winter.
Definitely winter.
Summer.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Coffee.
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 Tea.
Ugh. Tea.
Who would win in a fight, a tiger or a bear?
A bear.
Tiger. Go Bengals. Who day?
Bear.
Obviously a bear.
Bear.
Coach Spick wants me to say tiger.
This has been the sports staff reporting for the WARL.
Girls lacrosse have hired Coach Laura Sambaroom as the new head coach for the upcoming 2023 season.
She graduated from UA, played lacrosse collegiately at OSU, and has spent the past 8 years coaching lacrosse at the Colorado Academy in Denver, where she has led her team to 7 straight state titles.
Now to Natalie, who is live on location with Mr. Theato.
Happy Friday, Bears. I'm live on location with Mr. Theato to welcome you back for the new semester and new year.
Hey, I want to take a minute to just say Happy New Year to all of you. Welcome back to school for 2023. It's great to see you all back in the building, seeing all your smiley faces. I hope you had a wonderful break and were able to stay safe traveling. As we start the new school or the new semester, I just want to say to our seniors, this is your last semester of high school. Let's make it a really, really good one. And for everybody else, let's make this a really, really great semester. I also want to take just a moment to thank Dr. Imhoff for his 10 years of service to Upper Arlington schools. As you may know, Dr. Imhoff just retired at the end of December, so we wish him nothing but the best, but wanted to thank him. So, Bears, this is a last semester of 22-23 school year. Let's make it a good one.
Thank you for joining me today, and now to Community with Sam and Alexa.
Welcome back to Community. The city has been proposing a possible roundabout at the Trentwood and Mount Holyoke intersection.
This comes after a previous change of the intersection to a four-way stop 2 years ago. Residents have said that traffic surrounding the intersection is too high.
However, during a city teleconference surrounding the topic, neighborhood residents rejected the roundabout proposal.
For families looking to recycle old holiday decorations, the Municipal Services Center is providing holiday recycling programs. Maxwell reports.
My name's Steve Shoney. I am the city manager for the city of Upper Arlington. So what makes this community center unique is a couple things. First of all is its location. It's in a very tight site in the center of our community. Most community centers are in locations where it's very spread out. And so kind of you got it around a sea of parking. Here it's right in the middle of the community, and it's a vertical community center. So it is going to be, depending on how you count, 5 or 6 stories. The biggest challenge has been cost. Inflation, I think we're all used to dealing with it at this point. It's been a big deal on this project. Things like the cost of concrete, the cost of steel, the cost of cabinets, the cost of doors, the cost of lighting, all of that has gone up tremendously. So we've had to adjust the project. We actually shrank the project a little bit. We took about a floor off of the building and pulled some stuff out of the basement and did a bunch of things like that that have made it, that have let us kind of keep going forward with the project. I think for students, we've been really intentional about providing a couple different kinds of spaces. One is we've got some space where if it's after school, you need to get together with your friends and have some quiet space to do some work. We've got a couple of those spaces. We've got one floor where we've got a gymnasium, some ping pong tables and some pool tables, the esports room, all that in one kind of space along with a small lounge area. I think that's going to be one of the spaces where like high school kids in particular are going to hang out. We're working through the process of putting in our fitness equipment and making sure that we've got fitness equipment that speaks to people from all ages. So we've got stuff that works for our older adults in addition to stuff that hopefully folks who are working out in the weight room at the high school feel familiar with and comfortable using, so that when they're off season, and they don't have as much time in the weight room that they'd like to get. They can get some reps in at the community center. So hopefully we'll get final approval from City Council right after spring break at the end of March for starting construction. We'll start construction right away. Ultimately, we hope to be open in the spring of 2025.
Governor Mike DeWine signed a bill on Tuesday to make distracted driving a primary offense. The law will go into effect in 90 days.
The bill will allow people to be stopped by police for holding, using, or physically supporting a cell phone.
The bill makes an exception for cell phone calls when stopped at a red light.
According to the Ohio State Highway Patrol, from 2013 to 2019, 91,000 distracted driving crashes occurred in Ohio.
If you see any potholes or broken streetlights, then download the UA Click to Fix app on the App Store.
That's all for Community this week. Let's toss it to Charlotte, live with key players in tonight's basketball games.
Tonight, both girls and boys basketball are playing Dublin Coffman tonight in the competition in back-to-back games. And between the games, they are honoring the alumni and the 2022 to 2023 inductees into the Hall of Fame. I'm here with Salome Brooks, Joey Harder, both captains of their respective teams, and Sarah Dean, cheerleader and Bear Den representative. Joey, how do you guys feel about the game tonight?
Obviously, we're pretty excited for the game. It's always nice to have an event where people can go out and support both varsity teams.
Absolutely. And Sarah, will the cheerleaders be cheerleading for both games tonight?
Yes, the cheerleaders are cheering for both boys and girls varsity games tonight.
Wonderful. And Sloan, what is the theme for tonight's game?
The theme is wide up for both teams today.
Perfect. The girls game, the JV boys are at 4:30 today, girls are at 6, and boys are at 7:30. Tickets are $7. Be there to support our basketball Bears.
Brian Koberger, the suspect in the murders of 4 University of Idaho students, was arrested in Pennsylvania and transported to Idaho Wednesday to face charges.
The United States House of Representatives is at a standstill until they can elect a new Speaker of the House. Republican Representative Kevin McCarthy was the clear favorite. However, he is missing 20 votes required to be elected.
This year's Winter Dance will be held at Upper Arlington High School on January 28th. It will feature arcade games and a dance floor.
The theme is 80s. Tickets will be sold for $20. Be on the lookout for posters with QR codes located in the hallway to purchase.
Music Technology Club will have its first meeting in room 1307K on Thursday, January 12th during 4B. Come to learn about sound engineering, creating sound effects, and electronic music equipment.
Next week, we take a look at holiday recycling.
Have a great weekend, Bears.